The Democratic Alliance has filed a legal challenge against the Employment Equity Amendment Act. The case is set to be heard in the Pretoria High Court tomorrow. The DA argues that the act introduces national race-based employment targets, which it describes as racial exclusion under a new name. The Department of Employment and Labour has published 5-year employment equity targets for 18 economic sectors, in line with the amended legislation. Let's speak now to National Employers Association of SA CEO Gerard Papenfuss. Mr. Papenfuss, a very good afternoon to you. Thanks very much for your time. Just your thoughts about what the move that the DA has now embarked upon.
Hello, View. We are. NIASA is in court as well. We are preparing our papers. We will file our application soon, I think in about 3 weeks' time. Yes, we share the concerns of the DA. Perhaps our court approach towards this case might differ, but we share a lot of concerns about this. You just cannot interfere. A government cannot interfere with a business in this manner. It is just not practical. It's not possible. It will have a devastating impact on business. You know, when a businessman, an entrepreneur, decides that he wants to go into business. One of the reasons he's doing is for the freedom to conduct business in the way you want to, within the confines of the law, of course. Legally, you want to you conduct your own business, and one of the things that you need to do is appoint people. But a government cannot then interfere in such a way that to the point where a government says, you need to conduct your business on a spreadsheet in terms of the color of people's skin, and in terms of gender. That is just not possible. That freedom, if you deny business that freedom, then there won't be business left. People won't be able to do business. I think it's, this is something that we've seen in the apartheid days. Now, we thought that was wrong, but if it was wrong, then it's wrong now. You cannot conduct business in this manner, and I think government is breaking all rules. You will not find this type of scenario in any business handbook. There is not such thing, and I think they do it because they simply do not understand the nature of business. What is required to make business a success, the culture of business. All these things are simply ignored. They want to, as I said, conduct business on a spreadsheet. It's just to fill in positions with the color of people and the gender of people. It's much more than that. That is not possible. It's not going to happen, and it will fail. But it will come this failure will come at a huge cost for the South African economy. And we're already sitting with an unemployment rate of, the official rate is 33%, but it's much, much higher. Now, this will skyrocket. It's going to kill business. The country will lose foreign investment at a huge scale. Foreign businesses will simply not do business in this manner. And our own businesses in South Africa just cannot comply. It's impossible.
But we do have a history, a past that denied a lot of people, in fact, the majority, at the time, the many freedoms. How do we deal with that question in the context of what is being contemplated here? How best should we go about doing it?
We must grow the economy. We must grow the economy. That's how you deal with this. You cannot in a declining economy improve the situation. People are in jobs. You cannot dismiss them. They will cling to their jobs. This is one way you cannot do it, but grow the economy and people get employed. Improve the education system. improve bring forth students that's properly equipped for the workplace, and they will get employed. But you cannot force that upon government. Here's the point. Government cannot force this upon business. Government must stay out of business. I wish they hear this. You have no place in business, government. You cannot interfere in business because business is not in business to please you, Mr. Government. We are in business for the sake of business. And when we do business, then we employ people, the best person for the job, regardless of the color of the person. We look for talent, always. When people sit in front of me, I will always appoint the best person of the job, whether it's a man or a woman, and regardless of the race. But you cannot tell me how many of what I must employ. Government cannot do it, and I don't understand it. Now, what government has done, the state government departments, they comply, they are fully transformed, but they fail. Spectacular. The entire government service is a mess. I mean, they cannot fix a pothole. Everything is falling apart. Now they want to do what they've done with government departments. They want to enforce that on the private sector. That is impossible. I tell you what, people will go to jail for this, but they're not going to do it. It is impossible. If you want, the government must realize this. If you want to transform this country, then grow the economy. The government is the reason for this failing economy. And now they want to implement affirmative action. The economy is not growing. And the growth of the economy is going to become even worse. I mean, at a time when the one thing that South Africa needs is a growing economy, they focus on transformation. That will have exactly the opposite effect. In a growing economy, people look for talent. There will be a lot of people will be employed that currently can't find employment. So what they do is counterproductive. The result will be exactly the opposite from what they desire.
Now, you're saying that you will also be approaching the court in a few weeks' time, but your application might differ somewhat to that of the Democratic Alliance, which is going before court tomorrow. In what aspects will yours differ from what the DA will be putting before the courts tomorrow?
Well, first of all, we have two legs, and our approach have two legs. The one is the urgent application, which we're currently working on, and that is attacking the regulations. The regulations is the part that will require of you to conduct your business in a spreadsheet manner. So many of this type of person, this skin color and gender, and and you throw in also a couple of people with disabilities. Now, how do they get to that figures? They were supposed to conduct a very thorough process of consultation with the private sector, these 18 industries, sectors that they're talking about. They didn't do that. In 23-24, they had nationwide consultations. Now, they wasted their time because they had the consultations they had was simply irrelevant because the legislation which informed these consultations underlying legislation only came into operation on the 1st of January 25. So they realized their mistake. We cautioned them that we were going to bring an urgent application if they introduced the regulations. We told them that in December. So they tried to fix it. They had over a period of 7 days, they consulted with all 18 sectors in 7 days. For instance, manufacturing. It's not one sector. Manufacturing consists of so many industries: the steel industry, the motor industry, chemical industry, agricultural manufacturing. So many. I mean, there are plenty. sectors, industries within that sector. They had one session for an hour and a half. That one in that 1.5 hours for 75 minutes they explained it, and then they consulted with the industry over a period of 15 minutes. That's it. Now that's not consultation. That makes a mockery of consultation. So we tell them, you haven't consulted. What you expect is simply impossible. Let me just use an example. In the road transport industry, the truck drivers are men. Why are they men? Well, because employers prefer men to be the truck drivers. For what reason? That's what they want, men truck drivers. Government comes and says 50% or whatever the figure is must now be women. Now, that's a bit crazy, with respect. Where do you get that?
Gerard, let me thank you very much for your time. He's the CEO of the National Employers Association of South Africa. They too will be approaching the courts in a few weeks' time. The DA is, of course, doing that tomorrow.